Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uncut Xcom 2 War of the Chosen. Today we're going to get introduced to a new soldier that was provided by Suleiman the Magnificent. Jackson Coleman lived a normal life before the invasion. He grew up in the Midwest of the United States, he played sports, and he went to school like any other boy his age. What set him apart was a spark of entrepreneurial genius and a strong obsession with money. And that desire for financial success didn't die with the old world. In the early stages of Advent's transformation of our governments, Coleman was ready to conform to the new society until he saw an interesting business opportunity. He realized resistance groups were willing to pay a premium for a slight edge over Advent. With that knowledge, Coleman decided to track and hunt down Advent squads, steal their technology, and sell it to resistance groups around the world. Eventually, Advent started to catch on to his plans, but luckily he had a backup, Xcom. When the heat got too hot, he contacted us and we welcomed him aboard, but not without a small membership fee. Coleman isn't the only entrepreneur in the new world. Okay, we are ready to do another mission, but before we get out there, we're going to look at the cross-section of the Avenger. We've got a lot of nice work being done, so let's go over it very quickly. We've got an infirmary staffed up with a scientist to increase the healing rate of our wounded soldiers, a resistance ring which allows us to do covert actions, and we also have a scientist stashed in there to reduce the duration of covert actions by 33%, and as you can see, our current action is to find the Templars, and we've got two guys on there. Next up, the Guerrilla Tactics School is up and running. There are plenty of things that we need to buy, squad size 2 and a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to read out, but we don't have the appropriate ranks in order to do so, so we'll have to come back to that another time. We have this big empty space in the center, which is most likely going to be used for a workshop as soon as this power relay gets up and running. And a workshop, if you staff an engineer in it, it can send gremlins to work in the adjacent facilities, and the gremlins count as an engineer. So if I put a power relay here, the proving grounds right next to it, then we've got two facilities that can make use of gremlins. So it's essentially like giving us bonus engineers. It's a pretty cool building. My layout is not perfect, but it's good enough. It's fine. I should have put the resistance ring in a different spot. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And we're also clearing the alien debris underneath this empty space as well. And I think that just about covers it. So let's see which mission we're doing today. Bada bing, bada boom. We are doing a retaliation operation Mountain Wheel. We have to stop the Advent retaliation. And this particular area is under the control of the assassin. And the last time we fought her, it was a bit tricky. So I'm kind of hoping that we don't run into her, but I'll be ready if we do. We're going to whoop that ass. So let's get out there and start saving some civilians. Alright folks, we got a squad of all ladies today, so it is going to get very serious out there. We've got a Reaper, Ranger, Sharpshooter, Grenadier, and Specialist. Our Reaper Dragonova, she's still very basic, just with her Vector Rifle and her Claymore, but she has the ability Shrapnel, which causes her Claymore to do 3 extra damage and have an increased radius. Next up, Francesca Petrova using the Bolt Caster, Hunter's Axe, and Battle Scanner, so we can get some vision of the area before we enter it. She has the Blade Master ability along with Shadow Step, and the Hunter's Axe is a very, very powerful weapon. It deals a little bit more damage than the basic sword, and it also has access to the Axe Throw ability, which is a free action that lets you throw one of the 2 axes that are on your back at the enemy's face. It's a very powerful item. Next up, our Sharpshooter is using a Vector Rifle, Shadowkeeper Pistol, and Tracer round, so she has an increased aim stat of 20. That is very powerful for her. The Shadowkeeper Pistol is bumping that, where is it? The Shadowkeeper Pistol is bumping her aim up by 10 and the Tracer rounds by another 10. She has a pretty decked out rifle as well, a repeater, laser sight, and auto loader, so she's got extra crit chance, one free reload, and an instant kill chance of 5%. Next up, our Grenadier has a cannon, grenade launcher, gas grenade, and flashbangs. This is going to be a little bit more tactical than the normal Grenadier that's just lobbing grenades around and destroying cover. And finally, Myra Two-Faced Wyra is our specialist. She has Revival Protocol and Combat Protocol in 1 medkit, so she's kind of a hybrid, and I think that fits with her story. So Let's get these ladies on the battlefield so they can start whooping that ass.
Menace 1-5. Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Alright, the ladies are in position and they are ready to start saving people. This is a fun squad. I like having equal opportunity XCOM squads, a group of all beautiful ladies saving the day. Maybe it's a bit of a fantasy of mine. So I'm going to start off by throwing out the battle scanner, get some vision of the area, see if we uncover any enemies. From the looks of it, though, we haven't revealed any. Oh, never mind. We got a faceless. So that's going to make us a little bit more comfortable as we start to rescue civilians. That's definitely a good throw that we got there. But yeah, maybe it's a bit of a fetish of mine that I get rescued by a bunch of strong ladies with guns. I don't know. Anybody else get turned on by their XCOM characters at all? Or is that just me? We can actually take a shot at the faceless already. And you know what? Why not? He's going to regenerate some of it if we connect. Yeah, we connected, did 4 damage. He's going to regenerate, I think, 2 health at the start of his turn. But even so, I'll take it. And we'll just go on Overwatch with our other guys. Or our other girls, I should say. Our other ladies. Yeah, who knows? And wouldn't you know it, we do have to deal with the Chosen Assassin. Kind of wasn't in the mood to fight her. I'm a little bit tired right now, but it is what it is. So her strengths are immune to melee, so she's completely immune to melee damage. Shadow Step, the Chosen does not trigger Overwatch or Reaction Fire. Brittle takes increased damage from close ranged attacks, and her adversary is the Skirmisher, and our Skirmisher is in the Infirmary, so that's not going to help us. Thumbs down.
And I will end this quickly.
I do not have a fetish for women with bad teeth like the Assassin. Those things are very pointy. She needs to get them filed down. They're a bit too sharp. And here we go. We've got eyes on a group of enemies. They're starting to scramble around, most likely going to start shooting at civilians. Or maybe not. They're just going to change position a bit. But we're going to have to be very careful about how we move, because if we step too close, we're going to trigger a lot of enemies. Getting a nice Overwatch on the faceless pudding man slowly making his way toward us. Man, I'm tired. I'm tired, so I don't feel like dealing with the stress of coming up with an efficient strategy for killing the Chosen at the moment, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. And on the bright side, if we just keep missing our shots now, they have to connect later. I think that's how this works, right? If we miss a bunch of shots now, all of them connect later. All right, I'm just going to use the Boltcaster here. It is a 6 damage minimum, and it's going to roll the maximum. There we go.
There is no shame in their defeat. They know nothing of their actions.
And since, you know what? Since we haven't lost any civilians yet, so we're not in a position where we need to start rushing. So I'm just going to Overwatch for now. And, oh my. I didn't realize how many enemies I could see. But, oh, wait a minute. This stuff I can blow up. Huh. Look at this. So we've got 2 enemies within the radius of the remote start ability from Dragon Over. This allows you to detonate different explosive pieces of the environment at will. And I was thinking to myself that this ability wasn't that good because it's very situational, and you know, just enemies just aren't always next to the items that you want to blow up. But the situation has arisen, so let's blow it up. Triple kill. And so we got some more Advent wandering around. I'm sure they're thinking about gunning down the citizens, or maybe they're just looking for me. After I shot the faceless, they're probably on high alert at the moment, making their way towards me. But they're all completely exposed at the moment, and I do have access to a claymore, and I could kill all 3. No, yep, I could kill all 3 of them right now. Oh my goodness. No, I shouldn't do it that way. Should I just instant kill all of them? I mean, that seems like the strategy, doesn't it? It seems like the best course of action right now is to just straight up kill all three of them right now with a claymore. Excuse me, with a claymore. But I feel like I'm gonna try something different because I feel like I want to use the claymore on the chosen. Matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, no. No, we're not gonna do that. We have an opportunity here, and I'm gonna take it. The fuck am I playing games for? I'm tired. I don't need to deal with this. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of everything right now. I just need a break. You know what I'm saying? And this is the break that I've needed. Get out of here. Triple kill.
Loyalty alone was not enough to protect them. What value do you place on the lives of your enemy?
What value do I place on the lives of my enemy? Absolutely none. They can all burn in hell. Okay. Okay. But seriously, man, you ever been tired? You know what I'm saying? Just like in a situation where you just feel like you're out of it. You know, you go to bed, you get a good night's sleep, and then you still wake up feeling like you need to sleep 10 more hours. That's the kind of mood that I'm in right now, and it's a weird mood to be in, but it's the mood, and I suppose it has a little something to do with my age at this point. I'm 25 now. Did I already say this? I don't know. I'm 25 now, so I'm getting up there. I'm halfway to 30. If you want to think of it that way. That doesn't make any sense. But the point is still the same. I'm getting up there, and all I know is I wasn't as tired as I am today when I was 18. When I was 18, I ran marathons. Well, I didn't run marathons, but I was active. I have more energy. I don't have energy like I used to. And I'm looking for the assassin at this point. I don't have eyes on where she is. So maybe I should just move my Reaper out, try and get better vision. See if I can spot her.
The elders propose an exchange.
Absolutely
Your lives,
perfect.
Your resistance must end. And in return, this world is mine. I will require your return to captivity, Commander.
Oh, shut up. She's just yammering. She's just constantly yammering. I'm so sick of it. This is what, yeah, I know, Central. I know one of the Elders Chosen is here. I'm going to throw my axe at this petrol station because I'm British today. Explosion. Destroyed the cover. Screw this game. Screw everything. Boltcaster in the chest. She's brittle and she's done. I feel like this is the most troll mission that I've ever done because I'm never gonna have a mission that is quite this level of easy ever again. This has been absolutely flawless, and this is why women are great. You know what I'm saying? This is why women deserve equal pay, because I've never had a mission go this well when I had a squad of all dudes, just a bunch of fucking hard dicks walking around. It doesn't work the same. Too much testosterone. What you need is a little bit of estrogen. That is how you save the world. You gotta have some estrogen. All right, that was weird. That was weird, but I think that's just a test to the fact that I'm tired. So there you go. The 2 HP regenerating on the Pudding Man. Overwatch is coming out. The power of estrogen is failing us at the moment. And by the way, if I did have like 1 or 2 female viewers, I'm sure you all hate me by now. But it's fine. Dragonova has been spotted, but it's no big deal. The Pudding Man has already used all of his action points. So, yeah. We got it in the bag. I guess now it's just a matter of who we want to get the kill. I kind of want my sharpshooter to get the kill. Sharpshooters, they become insanely powerful, so I may as well just try and get her a little bit of extra experience. So 92%. Fire a weapon. Boom, headshot. preemptively assumed that it was going to connect. The shot was 92%. I've had those fail before. What are you going to do?
Picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
So, we won. That's the end of today's episode. It was a little quick, wasn't it? No, we're going to go back and we're going to mess around on the geoscape a little bit. But before we do that, I got to make a poster. And obviously, the poster has to have some nice booty shots of our female soldiers because I'm obviously a misogynistic pig, right? There we go. Okay. Whatever. Ladies' night is the best night. Poster complete. There were 5 ladies on this mission. Can't get them all to fit in the picture the way I wanted to. So there we go. This looks like a freaking album cover, and I love it. I love it. All right, so here we go. Let's go back to the Avenger. All right, so we got a promotion on our sharpshooter, and we gave her lightning hands. The gunslinger tree and the sniper tree for the sharpshooter class takes a long time to start feeling incredibly powerful. But now that we have lightning hands, we're going to see a lot more of that power coming out. And it's only going to get better as we go further down the tree. All right, so on the geoscape, things are going pretty well. We have the black site facility unlocked. This is the one that relates to the story mission where you get the secret vial. And we are also making our way towards an additional black site over here. So we have the means to keep the Avatar project relatively contained at the moment. So that's a pretty good thing. We have 3 contacts out of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up getting the black site because I want to see if there's anything worth buying at the moment or anything that I can afford. Rather, I only have 78 intel. And if there is something nice that will benefit us, then I will buy it. So let's check it out. There is an engineer, which would be nice, and we could rush the intel on plated armor, but I don't have enough money for that, and I'm also not researching plated armor at the moment anyway, so it's not really going to benefit me too much. But we do have nothing particularly great, so I suppose we don't have to worry about anything. I would like to finish the Advent turret breakdown sooner rather than later, just so I can get the defense matrix up and running for when the Avenger inevitably gets shot down. So I think I might do that. I'll save it. I'm not going to spend my intel just yet. I feel like it'll be better for me to hold on to it for a little bit longer. All right, so the power relay is finished, and we're going to start construction on a workshop, which the base time to construct it is 40 days because it's such a powerful facility. But we can cut that in half by putting an engineer in, and that is exactly what we did. As soon as they're finished with the workshop, they're going to give us gremlins that can go around. They can be in the power relay. They can be clearing out debris. Most likely going to put a proving ground in one of these slots. It's going to be very, very beneficial to have the workshop nice and central like it is here. It would have probably been better if I put it 1 square below, but I didn't want to wait the extra time to get it up and running. The amount of time it would take me to dig out this facility and then put the workshop, it's too long. I don't feel like waiting for it. I'm probably going to regret it later. Let's just move on. We finished the covert action for finding the Templars, and Samuel Aziri, provided by Deadshot Headshot, of course. He gained a little bit of experience, and he has increased cohesion with Brian Arnold, who also gained experience and got a promotion out of it. So we finally have access to all 3 faction heroes. That's pretty damn awesome.
This is where the Templar faction maintains their headquarters. I'll admit they can be a bit extreme when it comes to psionics, but so far they seem loyal to our cause. We can scan at this location to gain additional support from their people.
My people understand the value of our cooperation, Commander. The Elders see us as nothing more than raw materials for their designs. We will take back our power and turn it against them. I greet you as an ally facing a shared enemy. My followers seek balance with the psionic forces that flow through the Earth and all its inhabitants. We channel this energy, aided by technology of our own design, to pursue justice for those who have fallen victim to the Elders and their servants.
Well, that's a pretty cool bit of lore right there. The Templars seem like the most interesting faction simply because they are really scientific. That's pretty cool. I like them.
With our success comes the opportunity for you to assign us new orders, Commander.
And they've got a little bit of a cultish vibe to them because of the tithe. Resource rewards on all missions are increased by 15% if we install this card. We also got Trial by Fire, double the ability points gained in combat. I should have made friends with the Templars sooner because they seem really awesome. And Lieutenant Brian Arnold's got a promotion. Let's assign a new covert action. I can start hunting the Chosen Part 2 so we can eventually eliminate this guy. So in order to actually kill the Chosen permanently, you have to find them in their base, in their secret evil lair. I may have explained this already, but I'll explain it again. And we are currently up to step 2 of finding the Chosen Hunter, also known as the douchebag sniper. So I think what I'm going to do is send our guys out on another mission to try and find him. Only have one lieutenant available, and it's Brian Arnold. So you know what? Let me give him a I can, you know what? I can assign him to the slot, and then no, I can't. Okay, let's go. Let's give him a promotion, and then we'll send him out on the covert operation. All right, our last soldier was going down the gunslinger tree. Brian Arnold is a pure sniper, so he's got Long Watch, Deadeye, and Death from Above. Now, Death from Above increases the high ground bonus, and Deadeye deals increased damage, but it reduces your aim by 25%, which is pretty hefty. But when you factor in the Shadowkeeper pistol, tracer rounds, a scope, it sort of compensates for it, and you can pretty much get a 90% chance to hit with a 50% increased damage, and that's very powerful. So there's Brian Arnold. He's looking very awesome with his night vision goggles. Now let's get back to the covert resistance ring, assign a new action. We're gonna hunt this guy down and finish him off, because when we do finish him off, he actually gives us a sniper rifle, so that's pretty awesome. Now this particular slot of the covert action will give the soldier the reward of +1 health. And who would we like to have additional health? Ideally somebody who we want to be on the front lines taking a lot of damage, or potentially taking damage. And I think the Grenadier that we had on the previous mission is a good candidate for that, because I gave her the blast padding ability. So we are... Is she tired? She's tired. We can't send her. We'll send Kevin. We'll send Kevin Kernoknuckle. All right, that's fine. That's fine. And we'll put the last soldier. Doesn't really matter. All right, so that covert action is going to take 14 days. Now let's go pick up our supply drop. Damn right. So we got 274 extra supplies. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all very positive. I'm not going to read it out. You've been watching the episodes. You know what we've been doing. The Avatar progress did increase by 3. One alien facility was constructed, and a dark event was complete, but that's no big deal. That's all stuff that's very manageable for us. And now for the Chosen breakdown, the Assassin is working on Retribution, a brutal crackdown on the Resistance, permanently lowering Xcom's income. But we're actually doing pretty well in the money department, so that's no big deal. And her knowledge of us is very low, so that's also a good thing. The Hunter, on the other hand, he's getting a little bit of information. He is currently training, intense training, increasing his strength in combat, so he's most likely going to be more devastating the next time we see him, but it doesn't matter. We're going to whoop his ass anyway. So let's go ahead and continue. And now for the dark events: Avatar Project Minor Breakthrough, Loyalty Among Thieves, and a hidden event that we're not going to uncover because our intel is very low. Loyalty Among Thieves: when any Chosen gains information about Xcom, a portion is passed along to the Hunter as well. This would be a lot more devastating if he wasn't so far behind in actually finding us. He still has 3 3¾ left to fill up his bar all the way, so we don't necessarily have to worry about any of these dark events at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and click continue, and we can assign a new resistance card. Okay, I think Tithe is a really powerful perk. Unfortunately, we don't have enough influence with the Templars to put that in their designated slot, but we have a wild card slot which we can use for it. So resource rewards on all missions are increased by 15%. So if we get a mission that has intel, and let's say it has 100 intel as the reward, it's going to be 115. It seems like a small thing, but that kind of stuff, it compounds, it adds on top of each other. Every time you do a mission, you're getting more and more out of it. So I personally think it's a good selection. There are a lot of really powerful options in here. Increasing our resistance contacts by 2 is incredibly powerful, but for the moment, we don't need to worry about expansion that much, so I'm going to leave that one out.
The Templars will follow.
So we're going to finish the heat signature scan. Our psionics are going to finish as soon as the scan is done as well. Okay. Supply drop available. I know. I'm going to go get it right now. And then our research on psionics is completed. So now we have the ability to build an advanced psiamp and a psionics lab, which we will finally be able to train up our psionic operatives. I have been waiting to do this for 500 hours. Okay, I've very rarely gone down the psionic operative path, and I sort of regret it because psionic operatives are incredibly powerful, but we're gonna see that soon enough. And we do have the breakthrough for improved swords. That is gonna take 10 days away from our research, and I would like to research something else like plated armor. I'm really starting to feel the hit point deficit and even the damage deficit from not having magnetic weapons, which will both take 25 days. But this breakthrough is very powerful. Swords dealing 1 extra damage, that's just something that will carry over across all of the tiers of weaponry. So I think I'm gonna go for that. But if I do this, I'm just gonna get the swords. Come on, who am I kidding? I was planning on getting the swords from the beginning. I was trying to work through it and give myself a reason not to get the improved swords, but I'm gonna take the improved swords. Alright, so we finished clearing out another facility. We put an engineer in the power relay, and we also have the ability to build a proving ground finally. So we're going to start construction on that. The base time is 28 days. We're going to put a single engineer in there to reduce it down to 14. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. It is a huge burst of construction and different things to do in the base right now. I'm very excited about this. So let's go ahead and finish scanning up those supplies. Boom, we got him. I'm not going to fly back to HQ. Actually, I'm going to save my game. Okay, so now that we finished getting that extra resistance contact, the plan is by the end of the month, I want to make contact with East Africa so we can have access to this black site whenever we want it. But for now, we could go back to the Reaper HQ and gain intel, which would be beneficial. Or we could build faster at the Skirmisher headquarters. So I think that's what we're going to do, since we are constructing 2 different facilities at the moment. Having that build time reduced even slightly is beneficial. Look at that. We cut it down a bit more significantly than I was expecting, so I like that. So let's go ahead and start scanning. The next mission is going to pop up before any of this is complete. The chosen assassin finding out more information about us, obviously interrogating people. The Avatar project is slowly but surely ticking away. No big deal. We're well within tolerance. Alright, so the 3 guerrilla ops missions have popped up, but we're not going to talk about them right now. We'll save that for next time. So, as always, the name of the game is XCOM 2. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.